We're going to talk about TrapJaw because TrapJaw is in my top 11 figures, and I've always liked the idea of his wizard of weapons and all the different things he could do. And we know that when he first got him, he came with three weapons. Actually, before I jump into it, as I know a lot of people aren't here yet, let me go and talk about some other things that are unrelated, just to kill some time to get other people to show up. Then we'll jump into our TrapJaw. So, swords update. Hopefully soon I should have some more swords. I have a plan. Oh, hold on a sec. Turn down sound. Um, Hopefully gonna have some more made soon. Hopefully within a few weeks or something. Still working on them. So, just as a heads up, let me go and check my sound. Oh, that sounds good. All right. So, that will be cool. Hey, Red Hood. Thanks for joining us. And something that I'm pretty proud of, I know most of you guys have seen this already, is of course my cat armor for Catra, and I know this is for classics. Good evening, Richard. Thanks for joining us. Which I've always wanted to make that cat form Catra, and of course my helmets that you guys have seen many times before. I have 6 more in the works. Somebody already contacted me on Facebook for one of the 6. I'm hoping to get some on eBay this time, and that'll be cool. The last 6 went like within 12 hours, they were gone. It was crazy. It was pretty cool. Hey, John J. Thanks for joining us. James Meaning, thanks for being here. All right, now that we got some people here, let's go ahead and talk about TrapJaw. Now, you guys know that this is one of my top 11 figures. It is such a cool figure. Back in the 80s, it was cool too. And it's just still cool even now today. And of course, they have 2 versions of them, one that the arm moves sideways and one that doesn't. So hopefully you guys got the cool siding move. Now, what's cool about TrapJaw, which makes him, his action feature, was you could actually replace his weapons with 2 other weapons. He had the gun, as you know, and then he had the claw. And it was just kind of cool being able to change the weapons in there. Now, you watch the cartoons, and he had all kinds of other weapons that you could swap out in there. And so as a kid and as a young adult, I would try to recreate some of those weapons. Like my favorite one was the one that had the bow with the two bulbs on it. And I remember the first time I made one of those. I should have brought that down. I have my original one that I made. I actually used some grapes from my wife's. She had this flower thing with grapes on it, and it was kind of funny, a wreath. You know what? Let me see if I can find that one. Hold on a second. That was so cool back in the day when I first made that. Oh, I'm stepping on Street Shark or Shark Tank or whatever it's called. Okay. I guess I should have busted these out ahead of time. Back to the 80s. See, that's the problem with live videos, is if you don't plan ahead, then you guys are stuck watching me run around my room with the camera aimed just on a figure there. Okay, so let's go ahead and bust these out of their case. TrapJaw, where are you? Huh. TrapJaw is, oh, there he is. Woo. Okay, so here is my 80s TrapJaw. Wow, look at the color difference. I never realized that they're so different. This one's more blue, so there's a little bit of green in them. All right, so here was my 80s TrapJaw, which actually, this is actually a commemorative, you can tell, because it has the ridge around the foot right there and some other things too, but still, very fun, cool figure. And like when I said when I was younger, I'd make all kinds of things for TrapJaw, and I really wanted that Bolo Jet, or not Bolo Jet, there we go. And so here's the original one I made a long time ago when I was pretty young, and these are grapes actually, like I said, for my wife's wreath that I put on there to make it. And I remember thinking that was so cool. There it is. And then I also wanted to make something that would be a way to like a grappling hook kind of thing. And so here was my original grappling hook that I designed. And I actually used parts from the G.I. Joe grappling hook set to make it. And then some, I forget what they were called, some kind of building toy that my kids had when they were really little to make this. And wow, this string is pretty old. Whew. Yeah, as my kids now are in their 30s. And when I made this, they were pretty young. So there we go. And it has a cool feature so you can wind it up, you know, and I thought this was the coolest thing when I made it for them. But you know what? I've actually remade this much better now. It's funny, this original one. And let me show you the ones that I've made that we're going to talk about. It's funny, I also stole parts from Spider-Man in order to make the claw that he could grab with. So I've done all kinds of stuff for my poor TrapJaw. Oh, this was a fun one. I should remake this one. I never did. Let me show you this one here. This was actually from a Micronaut toy from a long time ago, and my friend cast it in black plastic for me. And that's kind of a fun buzzsaw TrapJaw. Anyway, that's not one of the ones that I have today, though. Sorry about that. So let's go ahead and put away the 80s TrapJaw, and let's talk about the Origins TrapJaw. Origins. So some of the different accessories that I made in the past, of course, would be pretty spendy to remake on Shapeways, like the giant claw and things like that. So I've taken the ones that most people said they wanted, and I've remade them to work with Origins. And of course, the first one up off the bat is, oh, dun, 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 look at that. That looks so cool. And then, of course, I remade this, and I also made a grappling hook for it. So you don't have to try to find your own hook on its own. So I made a grappling hook. You do have to find your own string, though. And then you just wind this right up. And so you can take and, as you saw in the preview video, or the preview picture, you can toss it up there and have him grapple his way up to the castle. Whoop. So there you go. So you can kind of have some fun at that. Now in the cartoon, he actually uses it to lower somebody down. So kind of a cool thing. Now there is a joke one that I included too, and that is this fly swatter one. Because in the cartoon he has a fly swatter. So there's the fly swatter one. And the last one we've seen in She-Ra, and it's dual purpose. It's either a jet, which I use it for all the time, so he can fly. You can see the jet stream in there. And they use the exact same cell picture to be a fire extinguisher too. So you could pretend like it's two different weapons. You're the fire extinguisher or the jet. And I actually love the way this one came out. I gave it some squared off parts and then the jet on the inside. It's so cool looking. Anyway, so there is that one. So what I've put together is, oh, here's the other one. Whoop. These 4 attachments in a pack for you guys, because people keep asking me for them all the time, and I just don't have time to print them myself and sell them. So I put them on Shapeways, and there's a link in the description. Let's see what you guys are saying. Hey, thanks. I appreciate that, Julio Caesar. Hey, Mike. Does Classics TrapJaw weapons fit him? No, they do not. Classics have a totally different plug-in, so they don't fit. So, yeah, that does kind of stink. So, let me go ahead and show you. When you're on YouTube, just close the live chat. Oh, here we go. And then in the description, how do you get the description up here? Oh, you hit the little arrow right here. And there's the description right there. And then you're going to click that link. And it will take you to the product page. We'll open in Chrome. Boop. There we go. And there is the set. Now, I had to connect them like you would a model. Otherwise, it will cost too much money. And I know it's a little spendy, $28.56. And I'd suggest getting it in the black PA12. If you want, you can choose different colors. It comes in all different colors here. So let's say you want them in blue for some reason. You can then get them printed in blue. They are rough when you get them. Let me show you guys. I got some parts that I got from Shapeways one time. I stick the hair it is. My bird stand, and this is one actually I printed in blue so you can see the actual color. And normally when I get these, I put a real thick clear coat on them. I don't think I coated this one, I don't think. But you can see, we can hear that or not. It's just a little bit rough, and but it is a pretty strong material. So that's why I like to print in that stuff, because it's a lot stronger than what I could print here at the house. So that's what it looks like. Now, when you get them, if you do get the black ones, just take and get some shiny black paint and just hit it and do it like 3 or 4 times. This is what I usually purchase my stuff in, is a natural black, and that's like 30 bucks for these 4. But it's cool because it actually includes the hook too. Let me see if I could do the 3D. Oh, no, not yet. It's still loading. But eventually you'll be able to click a button up here to look at the 3D view and spin them around and see how they look. So that's kind of cool. So anyway, if you guys want to get this, I know a lot of people have asked me over and over again about getting these. There they are in Shapeways, because I'm not going to actually make these right now myself, because I'm just busy doing other things like the helmets and the swords and everything else. So they're on Shapeways, and I would suggest going to the hobby store and grabbing one of these cool little boxes. And if you get one of these little boxes, you can actually fit all of TrapJaw's weapons in there, even the ones I created. And bada bing, bada boom. There we go. TrapJaw has his little foot locker with all of his stuff in it. And then you can just pull out the whatever he's going to use for that day for the Wizard of Weapons and pop it on his hand. So that's pretty cool. All right, and while you're there, I mean, I got a lot of stuff for sale on Shapeways. Feel free to check it out. The shipping is a little bit high on it. Now, when it comes to Shapeways, they print it, they mail it to you. I don't ever see it, so don't ask me to paint it because it doesn't work that way. It doesn't ever come from me at all. It just comes from them directly. So, pretty excited about that. All right, let me look at you guys' comments. Where is my phone? See what you guys have. Now, I am working on that new She-Ra video. I don't want the 1-month trial. No. All right. Skip the ad. Anyway, let me look at your guys' comments once I can get back to my... There we go. My daughter got me a classic He-Man and Wind Raider for Christmas. I don't want to go on eBay because I know she paid a lot for those. Yes, those are kind of spendy. TrapJaw's treasure chest there. Yeah, this is so cool. My wife got this for me, and it was just at like one of the craft stores. I think they're like $5 or something. And I use them for not just TrapJaw, but I also use it for Manny faces for the classics to put the different heads in there. And all his Manny weapons. And so it's cool because they're just right. I mean, it looks like a He-Man size kind of thing. Now, the classics ones can actually sit on them, and they're about the right height for sitting. The Origins one, he's a little bit short to sit on top of it, but still, it's a great way to house those accessories to keep them from falling all over the place. Ugh, there we go. He's a happy camper now, sitting on his artillery. You know, if I straighten his legs more, he could kind of lean against it. Anyway, that's kind of lame, but you guys get the idea. Let's see. JB says TrapJaw's treasure chest. Yep. Rock on. I'm on it. Thanks, Matt. I appreciate that. Yeah, share this link around too. Because like I said, people have been asking for these so many times. People say, hey, can you make that for me? And I'm like, sure. And then I never get around to it. And the ones I make are made out of resin, and they have a chance of snapping right here at this point. Because they can't add a radius on here like I did on the swords, because it goes tight against the arm right there. And so one time I was actually showing it in a video when I hit it sideways and snap, it popped right off. But the ones you get on Shapeways are a lot stronger. This one actually is from Shapeways directly. So here's what a Shapeways ones looks like. You can kind of see the roughness on it. See the grit on it. And then I just painted this with a whole bunch of black and then clear to get rid of the roughness. I didn't sand it or anything else first. I just kept applying lots of thick paint to cover up the roughness of it. So when you do get them, they are rough at first, but they are cool. And then you just take and get your string, and I got my string from the craft store too, and you just tie a small knot in it, And then after you tie a knot, you put a drop of super glue in the hole that I included in there, and then take a screwdriver and shove it in the hole, and then it will stay in pretty good. So tie a small knot and then super glue it in place, and then it will stay on there. You can wind it right up. And there we go. And of course, like I said, I actually made a grappling hook for it too. So you guys can get the grappling hook with the set, which I did the same thing too. I tied a knot, then super glued it. So it's not string anymore. It's super glued coated string. So that way it doesn't keep untying or rubbing. Oh, nice. Video Fox says, I bought some of your TrapJaw parts a while back when I bought your Yuckers hat and stand. Excellent. So Video Fox, what'd you think of them? And which ones did you get? Did you end up getting this one right here? This is my favorite one, is the energy bow. And it's funny because if you put it this way, it looks like the thing that Chewbacca uses. You turn it this way and you have the thing that, of course, we see TrapJaw use in the comics, and this is my favorite one. I don't know why. Well, they did make it eventually. Eventually, we did see this made for some of the classics. I forget which figure it came with, whether it was the Filmation version or whatever. And I took and painted mine black so it could fit in my other classics figures. But it is cool. Let's see your other comments. Have you ever used Marvel Classics for custom Moto Origins? I haven't actually used their bodies too much, but I have stolen some of their parts for stuff. I don't remember off the top of my head what I've stolen from them to use, but let's see. Hey, have you ever created parts out of necessity because your kids or grandkids broke your originals? Yes, I have. That is a pain. Hebrew should have designed web store. Yep, that'd have been cool. I would have loved to. You know what? That'd be so awesome. It'd be a dream job to work at Mattel and actually make this stuff. Now, it does stink. Is I was getting ready to do my Tri-Klops video, the one I keep telling you guys about. What does Tri-Klops see? And I had all my Tri-Klopses out, and lo and behold, we had an accident. The 2000X Tri-Klops, his head snapped, and you can see here's his visor right here. And here's the piece that goes on top of it. There we go. Oh, I got it upside down. And then it rotates around right here. But what's cool is now that it's broken, you can see how the light goes through it. Because there's the clear part on top, and there's the clear piece that acts like a giant fiber optic piece, basically, to transfer the light from the top of the head to the front. Now, I do have another Tri-Klops on order. I just got it on eBay. And when it comes, I'll finish making the video I'm working on, and I'll have to open them up. I got one mint in the package, and the guy gave me a deal on it too, because I asked him for a certain deal, and he counter offered, and I got it pretty cheap. Actually, I was very happy with the price that I ended up getting it for. So I'll be getting a new Tri-Klops, because I mean, I know I could probably glue that on there and stuff, but even if you do, you can see the head now is super loose because that clear plastic is what goes down into the head. It's like, man, when I saw them broken on my desk, I was like, oh, how did that happen? And I know how it happened because I had it on my desk sitting out with all my other Tri-Klops that I had ready for my video, you know. And in fact, oh, look at that. I got this Tri-Klops, took a dive too. Anyway, so that'll be fun when I make that video. But again, I have to wait until I get my 2000X Tri-Klops, my new one, which is to replace my old one. Yes, the Revelation Tri-Klops is cool. Now, personally, I am not a fan of this one. I thought I would be. I was really excited to get this one. I know this is about TrapJaw, but what the heck? We mentioned Tri-Klops, so why not? But I just was not happy with the quality of this figure. So he's set aside in a different box. His red skin is just so weird. I mean, look at the color difference. I don't understand why they couldn't use the same coloring so we could do some customizations and changes. Because how cool it would be to pop off these arms and put on this armor or something instead of this bright reddish skin tone. And I don't know, sometimes Mattel gets the skin tone just right and it's awesome. Other times they just totally mess it up, and this is one of those cases where the skin tone is like kind of a reddish, like even we saw with the Origins, his jaundicey yellow. You know, it's just so close but yet so far away. The Revelation Evelyn is cool. Yes, I do enjoy the Revelation Evelyn. I think she is cool too. She's a great figure. All right. So, quick recap. In the link, you can get cool 4 new TrapJaw accessories for Origins. The energy bow, the dropper as they call it, which is kind of a funny name for it. Those are my 2 favorites because this one has an action feature, obviously, which includes the hook and the fly swatter, which was a joke on Filmation, but it's kind of fun to have. And and the jet engine, which doubles as a fire extinguisher. So there you guys go. And sorry we're not making them for you directly, and I know a lot of people are kind of afraid to buy in Shapeways. They don't know what they're going to get. That's why I wanted to show you guys the roughness of the material so you know exactly what you're getting. And again, just hit it with a lot of paint. I'd first get some gloss black spray paint and just hit it. After you hit this one with gloss spray paint, spin the wheel to make sure it doesn't get glued in place. It's kind of cool when you get this, it actually has the wheel on there, and you may have to break it free first when you first get it. And then you'll have pins going through these parts. You have to cut the pins. You can kind of see that little divot on there where it was connected at one time. And then just take a black permanent marker and just hit the spot, because we have little white spots where those pins are. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you. So in order to make these cheaper, I have to connect them. Otherwise, they charge you per piece. And so those lines in between are actually plastic connecting them. And you just take some wire cutters and cut them right off. Sand them down if you want to a little bit. And then I did it where they go into the hole so you won't notice it as much. Except for on the grappling hook, because there is no actual spot that goes in the hole. So just take a black permanent marker and just touch those little spots after you cut them off. So there you go. All right, let's check out your guys's. Is the rope painted? Nope, I actually went to the craft store and just bought some black string. It's the kind of string you use for making those little bracelets with the beads. And it came in the 3-pack of all different colors. And I used the gold for something else one time, or some other, I forgot what I was making. It's probably some She-Ra thing or something, I don't know. Oh, it was Wonder Woman. It was Wonder Woman's lasso. That's what it was. And then I used the black for this. And then I think I have a brown one that I haven't used for anything at all yet. But so the string's not painted. I actually just used the black string from those little bracelets that kids make. Yeah, it's funny too, because I used to make people, not make them, but I used to not include a grappling hook. And so if you wanted a grappling hook, you'd have to find your own or use web stores. And I had so many extra web stores ones from the classics that, because I kept using web store to create different customs like a blue Hordak, that I got a lot of extra grappling hooks after a while. So it's kind of funny. Hey, speaking moistly, thanks. I appreciate that. All right. So you guys have any other questions before I drop off? I was hoping to get the She-Ra video done tonight. It's coming together so cool. I'm just spending too much time to get it just right. And so I find myself, for each scene, to make sure I got all the right pictures in there and the right wipes and the right color backgrounds. Because, you got to do a different color background for each character. So like She-Ra's pink and Double Trouble's green. And then, each one has their own coloring scheme in the background, for what I think matches the best. So hopefully when that video comes out, you guys will really like it. It's She-Ra from the 80s, and it's just like the He-Man one I made, but it's all the stuff they released on She-Ra, the Fantastic Fashions or whatever it's called, and the play sets, and I even have some old 80s commercials that I'll have in there as well. So it'll be fun to watch. Thanks, James. I appreciate that. Spend all the time you need. We love your videos, and you do it. You do it the way it makes you happy. Thanks, man. Thanks, JB. I appreciate that. I use Webster's body and the Revolution spiker for an original spiker and a club. Oh, and a club from something else. Okay. Cool. use a stapler and fix it. I got my bowcaster, fly swatter, jet blaster. They're awesome. Great video, Fox. Yep. Hey, Video Fox, if you need, contact me on Facebook, and I might be able to get you just the hook if you need it. If you got the dropper already. Let's see if you mentioned you got the dropper. Nope, you didn't mention the dropper. Okay. Still contact me. I do have a small handful of droppers left that I haven't found. They're somewhere in this room of mess. And when I do find them, I got like 3 or 4 of them left. So if you need to get one of those, contact me. And because I had them printed on Shapeways. I was gonna sell them in sets of 5 and print these 3 myself because I can't print the dropper. The dropper's too cool to print because it has this moving piece right here that actually works. And I've tried printing it many times. It's just a mess every time I try to print it. So this one I have to get on Shapeways no matter what. But this part I can print. So let me know, Video Fox, if you need the dropper and a grappling hook to go with it. Find me on Facebook. To find me on Facebook, go to he-bro.com, and in there you can find me on Facebook. All right, so quick question for you guys, because I've had a lot of people comment about it. So here is the question for you. Bum, bum, bum. So first of all, which wings do you like better? Do you like the wings that I got from the Beetle figure, which are these large pinkish purple ones here? Or do you like the wings I got from the Waspinator from Transformers that I put on the Classics one? I have my choice what I like better. I want to see it in the comments which ones you guys like better. And if you can, put the reason why. Like, I like these better because they're bigger, or these because they're purple, or these because they're clear, or these because they have 4 sets, or whatever it may be. And let me know which ones you like better, which ones you don't. So I'm just curious to see which ones are cooler in your guys' eyes. I'm probably going to throw this guy on eBay probably sometime this weekend. So look for him. Oh, someone said they got the new Tri-Klops. Who was that? Oh, I can't wait to get that new Tri-Klops. I'm hoping to get it before I make my Tri-Klops video. That'd be cool to get the new Tri-Klops. I have them pre-ordered on Big Bad Toy Store, but it's just not coming through. Let's see. Wonder Club said Webster wings Waspinator wings are way better. They look more similar to Buzz Off's wings in texture and style. The purple ones look better to me according to JB. Waspinator, somebody else. Waspinator purple matches well. Nice, you guys. Any idea how to get a better head for She-Ra figure from Origins? What? You don't like the She-Ra's head? Let's take a look at it together. You don't like her head? I think her head looks really cool. Now, maybe her mask isn't the best, but as you see, I've already replaced the mask on mine. And I have some ideas for even a newer mask that I'm working on. Of course, I got the cool She-Ra sword that I made that matches my He-Man sword. But anyway, I don't see a problem with her head. I think it looks really cool. Now, granted, her yellow plastic reminds me of the frosting on a Zinger, but still, I think it looks really cool. She-Ra. Of course, the shield is from the Super 7 one. I just realized I don't even have none of her accessories the right ones. Even her skirt's the wrong accessory. That's hilarious. Okay, let me find one that I haven't doctored up or changed. She-Ra, where are you? Gonna have to have Prince Adam travel across the universe to find you. Ugh. I can't believe I don't have an unaltered She-Ra in this box somewhere. Oh, way to go, man. Knock him out. Here's She-Ra's original. That is ridiculous. Reminds me of one of those rings you get in your cupcakes. You know, when you first, in those cupcakes they usually have for happy birthdays or Valentine's, those stupid little plastic rings. That's what that reminds me of, is those cheap little plastic rings. Oh, I see her yellow hair. Oh, oh yeah. Okay. So I think her head looks okay. I don't see a problem. Now her headdress, yes, that's ridiculous looking. I personally like it at more of a mask style. If I have to choose one or the other. But there we go. Both the mosquito wings are purple, but I like the lighter purple mauve. Okay, nice. How do you get Hebrew? Yeah, $70 is ridiculous. That is way too much there, Wonder Cub. I'm hoping they release her again soon with new knees. So hopefully, Mattel, if you're out there listening, we want a new She-Ra, new knees, and a better skirt than this, because this skirt's ridiculous. This was a custom skirt I bought from somebody online. It just looks so much better. And of course, they also sold me the custom headdress too. And then I took the Super 7 shield and then the sword that I made. So I know mine's been pretty doctored up. I didn't realize how much different she was just by doing those few things. Where is that little yellow dagger they give her? Okay, I think this is the shield she comes with normally. This little yellow one. Little yellow shield. The sword is just ridiculous she comes with. I do not understand. And let me show you how ridiculous the sword looks, okay? When I find it in this mess. Evelyn! Oh, I have the old knees, not the old knees. See, I had to go find the new need Evelyn. New need. What is this? Oh, it's Hebrew's sword. Where's my bagel stuff? There we go. Maybe my bagel stuff, I got the sword somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. Excuse me. Oh, I see it. Da, 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 da. I mean, look how... Now, in She-Ra's hands, it looks okay because she's so small. But if you put this sword in a male character, it just looks ridiculous. Looks like a small little dagger. Ha! By the power of Grishko. You know, it just looks ridiculous. And so, as you guys know, that's why I made this sword, because it's the exact same sculpt as the He-Man sword that I made, so I can do the true twin sword. The Sword of Power Twins. So that's why I made that sword. Now, unfortunately, I've only sold like 3 of them because they're really hard to make. I have to print both pieces separately because this crystal is actually totally clear. I don't know if you can see that or not. You can actually see through it. And so when I made it, I have to actually put the crystal in the middle, and it's not easy to get it in there. So usually about 1 in 4 swords works. So every time I try to make one of these, I have to scrap 3 of them. And so that's why I haven't made very many. Yes, a cool little dagger for He-Man. You could put it in his boot, right? Shunk. But that's what it looks like. It looks like some kind of weird little ninja sword. Ha! For a while, I had He-Man hanging on the 2 of them just to be funny. It did look very ninja-y. So I can find another yellow one. It just looks ridiculous. Well, there it is. Ha ha. Ho! There you go, Prince Adam. Now you can have the mini daggers. Da-da-da. All right. right. Oh, check this out. I re-altered this guy a little bit more. I used to have wrestling arms on him. Well, he still has wrestling arms, but now I put this guy's wrestling arms on him, and that's way cooler for a ninja figure. And then I stuck the claws on there, of course. So my Ninja is looking cooler and cooler all the time. So there is my latest Ninja update. Oh. See, these are the arms I used to have on him with these here. But I like those better. Now these arms came with the guy, I can't remember his name, but he was the ocean wrestler guy that had this armor right here. And the red legs. Let's see if I can find him. Oh, I think I ripped him to pieces because I was getting ready to. Yeah, here's his legs and his torso. And I think I took his head and saved it somewhere. Anyway, I think my Ninja is looking pretty cool now. He's got human feet, and he has these massive claws to cause damage with his ninja claws. And there we go. Ah, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Thank you. So he is the one that came with the red dragon too, huh? That red dragon is awesome. Where did I stick it? I didn't realize he's the one that came with the red dragon too, actually the orange dragon, because that is a cool thing to have. Just for the fun of it. It could be like it's some kind of spell that somebody casts in this dragon because he's clear. Nice. Raphael from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yep, he's been changed into a human again. Ah. It does kind of look like that. Teenage Mutant Ninja Humans. Ha! Heroes in a pink vest. All right. Well, I think that's it for tonight. We've kind of covered the gambit of all kinds of stuff. I was here just to talk about TrapJaw and his cool new accessories I have available, and we got into everything else. You guys' questions. Do the Staff of Avalon. That's a good idea. I should probably do that sometime. All right, well, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. If you know anybody that has a TrapJaw and they need the accessories, let them know about this video so they can see the cool accessories. So what to make is only a small 5-minute video, but that's kind of been blown out of the water. And I do appreciate you guys asking questions. It makes the video so much more fun when you guys ask me questions and I react to them on the videos with different things. And then go to the craft store and get your cool little box to put your accessories in. It's so much handier to have it because, as you guys know, I'm kind of messy, and having a place to keep all these in, so I'm not digging through my box of stuff. Yeah, I don't know if you guys seen the way I store my figures. I know I should show you. This is just criminal wrong for these awesome figures. This is my Origins box number 1. Here it is. Oh, what a disaster. It's worse than a little kid's toy box. And so that is why I'm always digging in here trying to find stuff all the time. Because the weapons are all on the bottom. And then, this is even worse, because this is where I store the other half of them on the ones that aren't my favorites. And it's like, I just take the wrestling ring and turned it upside down and just started putting different figures in there, random throw-togethers, you know, and all kinds of other things, and just the figures that aren't my favorite. Even though this figure's supposed to be really cool, he's not in my top 12, even though he is Beast Man. So these are my non-favorite, used for spare parts whenever I need them, figures. So, what a mess. Lots of bodies sitting around. So now you guys know what I do in my spare time when I'm so yep, And there's even some inside the castle before my grandson comes over. So I got some inside here for a quick grab when he comes over so we can play at the castle together. Yeah, Roboto, I guess, is kind of cool. Let's take a look at him. You know, I don't even know how his attachments work. Let's pull one off. Ooh. Oh, wait a second. Are they the same? Let's take a look. Nope, they're not the same. Come on, Mattel. Ugh, they don't fit the same. So I was going to say, you know, you could use them on your Roboto too, but you can't because the hole's not as deep for Roboto. See, it's much shallower. Ugh. See, look at the pin length difference. So you could probably put Roboto stuff into... Oh, yeah. So TrapJaw can take advantage of Roboto's weapons. You know what? I might have to get another Roboto and paint some of these black. You know what? I want to just even save him, keep him silver. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I leave it silver or paint him black for TrapJaw to have even more weapons of wizardry? It's funny. Someone told me yesterday in a comment that to them Roboto was RoboCop. I can just see that. Boom, 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 boom. Citizen. You know. It's kind of a cool idea to watch RoboCop and pretend like he's got the same attitude as RoboCop. Anyway, I will put RoboCop away. Oh, wow. This person made their own Roboto accessories. Nice. You could use that Hordax body. Good idea. All right, you guys. Oh, I'm really going to end the video now, for real. Like, subscribe, share with your friends so they can check out these cool videos too. And I think I covered most of your guys' questions. Let me just restock my box. And remember, when you go to my Shapeways, if you click more stuff by this designer or something like that, you can get things like this bird stand for the classic stuff and other ones like that too. This bird stand I thought was the coolest thing when I made it. I know it's kind of dorky, but I made it so that it's got a wide grip for He-Man to hang on to here and here, and it's got a narrow grip for the female figures to hang on to, because for some reason in classics they made the female grip smaller than the male grip, so I had to create that, which is cool. In Origins, oh, I love this, is they made the grip the same for both figures, so I didn't have to monkey around and make a different size grip for She-Ra. They actually made her hands just as large as they did Flea-Man, so I think that is a cool idea. So Mattel did something really right by making their grip the same size. So it's funny because She-Ra's hand's like this, trying to hold it, where He-Man's is like that. But still, it's nice because now their weapons are interchangeable. So, you know, he can hand her the sword. You know, here is the sword from the sorceress, you know, and he can, you know. So it's cool that they actually made so they can share accessories. And I actually enjoyed that a lot, that Mattel thought that through to make the accessories fit both male and female. Let's see if hers are the same way too. Yeah, her hands are pretty large too. Not as large as She-Ra's though, for some reason. Ooh. That's so weird. You think they'd use... Well, her hands are rubbery so she can still hang on to it. Actually, that kind of matches her motif. Oh, wait a minute. No, I have the power. Oh no, Evil Lynn's gonna turn into Susan Powers again. Bump, 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 bump. I should not have given her the sword. What was I thinking? All right, you guys. I will stop playing with my action figures. We'll call this a night. And thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Like I always say every 5 minutes, like and subscribe. Everybody else says. And I will see you guys next exciting video, which will hopefully be my She-Ra one. Yeah. Oh no, it's Revelations. Quick, pull the sword from her hand. Oh, it's stuck. She's hanging on to it. Let go. Let go. Oh. Whew. That was a close one. Luckily, she didn't say for the honor of Grayskull. If she would have, we would have been in real trouble. So, luckily, she said uttered the wrong words. All right, you guys. Yep, we'll play again later. I like that, JB. That's awesome. All right. I'll see you guys next video. Bye now.